Hello. Hello, everybody. We are Team Smartphone Game Controller, and we've created a two-part Android app called UControl for controlling your software. So our team is Selena Soto over here, Sean Gardner, Ryan Hewen, and myself, Joshua Quinn. And hopefully our client/mentor, Christoph, is back there somewhere. He helped us a lot through this whole process. Motivation for our project is control. These days, there's a lot of new technologies out there, such as VR, augmented reality, personal gaming, and the Internet of Things, and they don't have that many customizable control systems. So we decided to create a process for allowing people to customize how they interact with their software.
So our motivation for this project was to create an Android universal game controller that worked with any Windows PC with Bluetooth built in right out of the box. We hoped to make this controller super easy to use, as if you could just pick it up today and start using it. So the approach we used for this project was the Agile software development methodology. We used Trello to keep track of the entire progress of the project, and also our teammates' progress as well. We used GitHub to track the various versions of our project. And as you can see on your right, this is actually a tree chart showing our work in the month of April. It's a very busy month. We used Android Studio and Visual Studio to create the various apps on the various platforms on Android and Windows. And finally, we leveraged Photoshop and Illustrator to create the assets we needed on the control application.
Okay, we have two major components to our app. One is for a Windows PC, and the other is for a smartphone. We use the smartphone to send inputs to your computer using Bluetooth, and we use VJoy to simulate these inputs into game controls. So then you can use your phone to control the game.
So I'm a huge gamer, and I wanted to mimic what you see on your everyday controller. And so we have the buttons on the right, and we have a joystick on the left, and that is what we wanted to create, a simplistic game controller. And we also have a settings button that goes to this layout. And basically, what we wanted is the player can customize their controller. So we can control the positions, we can switch between, we can switch the buttons around. We can switch from joystick to D-pad. We can change the size of the button, the style. Well, what we really wanted to is get the size of the button and the style to change. We wanted to change the background so that we can have different actual designs, because often you don't get to change your controller. So for future work, we would like to add a QR code for the Play Store, and also Gear VR support, because honestly that is something that is becoming very big these days, and having controller support would be great. Also console support. So how many of you have kids who game, or you are a gamer? Right. Okay. It's expensive. So controllers cost a lot of money. I have 3 sisters, and we fight over controllers. Yeah, that's 60 bucks a pop for a controller. So, and also on top of that, you can't customize it. And if you do, it costs money out of your own pocket. You just come with one game controller when you buy your console, and you just need to buy more. So what if you have this app? It'll just cost you no money. It will cost you no money, so it's cost efficient, and it's very accessible. So that is what we want. We want console support because, you know, everybody would like to play with their friends and not spend that $60. We would also like to have multiple controllers. So right now we can only have one player with the app itself. We would like to have more phones added. So that's basically what we want.
We would like to thank Christoph for proposing this project and allowing us to do it. We would like to thank Satya for giving us the opportunity to do this project, and we'd like to thank Alex for giving us help. And if you want to demo our product, it's right outside next to the confession stand. And any questions?
Test.
question is that, how soon can we use it and download from the Android, and how reliable is the software at this point?
So right now the software is actually pretty reliable. We've got a prototype out. We haven't put it on the App Store just yet, but we're working on that. We do want it on the App Store. So
I will be the first customer.
you got it. Yes.
We've had a way to change the button layout, but is there any way to change the sensitivity as to the buttons for games like shooters and stuff? You'd want a higher sensitivity to your joystick?
You mean like
Yeah, like
like
increasing like mouse DPI or something like that, so you could have more sensitive controls.
that's a good idea. We could definitely put that in the settings. That's fairly trivial to change. So we could do that, yes. Yes?
So, how would I end up using this then if I were to download the app? Is there just like a plug and play support for like an X input, or how would I use it just like a PC?
So the idea is on your PC you're going to have to download a separate program. We hope that in a future version to have the program come with the Android app, so it just installs on your PC or works natively using Bluetooth and USB APIs. But at the moment, what we have is we have a separate computer program that you download and install. It's very quick, very small, very lightweight, and you connect by Bluetooth with just one button, and you connect the app. It's pretty simple. Yes?
What kind of battery usage does it have? Like, does it eat up a lot of battery or what?
We actually haven't tested battery usage yet, but it shouldn't eat up very much because Bluetooth is fairly efficient and the program is very lightweight. There's not much to it. Yes?
Are there other competitive products out on the App Store already that look like this?
There are actually some competitive products out there, but most of them don't do what ours does. So they don't have the customization that we have. Most competitive products are very simple. You just have one layout. The main feature of ours that we're working in is that we want to have the ability to change button layouts and stick controls. You can swap the sides. You can have different kinds of layouts, whatever you want. Yes?
Well, it's a great project, but I definitely want to congratulate Josh and Brian. They also are part of the team to win the fish hackathon in aquarium, beat out Stanford and Berkeley, and win the top prize for